Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for keeping time. I don't know about you, but it has been enjoyable sharing with you guys, doing what we have to do. Most importantly, thank you for the comments. Those of you who have been commenting, I really appreciate that. And I've been going through all the comments, plus those guys who have watched the videos later. I've been going through all the comments, and yes, I have addressed as many of those as I could. Actually, I've addressed all of them. So there's nothing more to address there. So thank you so much for coming in. I just want to, recap a little bit of what we discussed yesterday, the system of knowing the input, of knowing the process and knowing the output, but most importantly, understanding that you make a choice whether you're going to make it happen for yourself or not. Okay. And I shared with you, like I shared with you, in my first video, look, I was a very popular motivation speaker, but I was also a very broke motivation speaker. Most importantly, I was a broke speaker who was then becoming a new dad who could not even afford to pay the fees for the hospital. Okay. Now, from that part of my life to now where I am able to not just do what I want when I want, but also having helped a lot of people do it. Like I shared with you yesterday, my good friend down in South Africa, Cobus, plus many people across the world, the beauty of being able to teach what you know and or share your passion and or be able to inspire other people to take action is, it is unbelievable. Okay. Why? Not only do you get to do what you love, but you get paid to do what you love. And that is the beauty of this whole entire online consulting and or business ownership. And that is what I want for you. I want you guys to be able to take what I'm sharing with you and implement it. Okay. There's a saying in a certain language which says, kuongea ni rahisi, talk is cheap. So let us take what we're teaching here and implement it. Okay. That is where we will be able to do what we have to do. So I also want to say that, hey, if you have any questions right here, right now, at a certain stage, Hassan will play another video for you guys. While he's doing that, I will answer all the questions that you have. But most importantly, there's a couple of things that have been coming up. Okay. Number one, there is those people who are saying, oh, I'm not sure if it will work for me or not. Okay. Two things. Number one, it will work for you as long as you have a niche, you are solving a problem, and there are people in the world, i.e. 7.6 billion people across the world, who at least 10,000 of those might want your solution. Okay. So as long as that exists, yes. And it doesn't matter what it is. I've said to you guys, I have had a witch doctor become a consultant. I have had a person who used to sell pancakes on the road become a consultant. I have had a person who used to sell mattresses become a nutritionist. I've had a guy who used to sell chicken become a world-class fire walker. So it doesn't matter where you are. All you got to do is be able to take the system to know what do I do, when, where, and how. Most importantly, to stay focused. To focus and say, I have decided that I'm going to do this. I have made a choice that I'm going to change my life. And that is the only reason why we do this thing, because what you get is, I cannot explain to you guys when long time ago, 18 years ago, when I attended Les Brown's session, and he said three things. He said, you have to learn something, you have to earn from it, and then you have to pass it on. It did not occur to me how much it would be the most life-changing experience of my life. Okay. Because when he said you got to pass it on, what he meant was you got to teach, you got to share, you got to get out and inspire. But this is what he didn't tell me, what you get from doing that. Okay. Not only will you be able to have the freedom to do what you want, not only will you be able to have what we call a labor of love, you will be able to go places, you will be able to meet your idols, you will be able to live life on your terms. You will be able to only work with the people that you want to work with. Okay, so it is not a case of will it work for me? No, it is a case of, are you resourceful enough? Do you want it that bad? Can you make a choice? Okay. Yesterday I was on a strategic call, and then somebody said to me, you know what, coach, I've spent so much on this, I've spent so much on this stuff and this stuff. I said, what do you do for a living? He says, I help people. This guy is he understands nutrition and food, and he's quite, he knows his health stuff. So I said to him, okay, how many clients have you had in the last 6 months? He said, maybe about 3 or 4. I said, why? He said, because people don't believe me and, oh, I've paid for all these courses and I'm doing all this stuff, but people are not just coming. I said, okay, you've only come to me because you know that I am the last person in your line for you to get over to the next level. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to invest in this. Okay. This is what it's going to take. And then he, at the end of the call, he said, you know what, coach, but I've been doing all this stuff. I've been investing with all these guys. I say, yeah. And if you continue the way you've been continuing, you're still not going to have clients. But that is not the biggest problem. The problem is that how many clients or how much money are you leaving on the table? Let me explain. Just by implementing what I'm sharing with you and doing it consistently and having your heart and soul and making sure you're serving people, there is the opportunity that you will be closing at least 2-3 clients a month. That is the worst case scenario. Okay. And this guy could have, because of the health side of things, he is in a niche where people are looking to feel better, to look healthier, all those things. He could be closing between 5 to 10, and his product is $2,000, okay? Because it is that good. So I said to him, every month that you miss, the 5 times 2 is 10,000. Now I want you to think about it. For your product, even if it is $500, every month that you miss to make the payment and or you miss not to do what you have to do, it is not that you haven't invested, it is how much you're losing. Okay, I really need that to set in. It's, sometimes you think, oh, should I make this investment? Oh, I'm keeping this money for a rainy day or whatever. But keeping the money for a rainy day when you are missing an opportunity to do something better is always a problem. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to understand that it's not what you need to invest. It is what you're missing out when you don't invest in your life, in your mind, in your business to do what you have to do. So with that, let us get into today's lesson. As you might tell, I really, really enjoy what I do for 2 reasons. Number one, when I see the success of my students. Number 2, I do what I love to do. I love to teach. I love to get out and share stuff with you guys. So today's lesson is the experience, how to. Yesterday I said to you guys, tomorrow I'm going to be showing you the exact steps of what you got to do. This is where you say, coach, show me the money. Okay, this is the show me the money part of the session. Okay, by the way, those of you who haven't watched video 2 and or video 1, I suggest you go and watch those 2 because they will help you to put all this together, because we've been building up. Okay, so in today's video, the experience of how when you begin to own this, what could come out for you? Okay, what kind of life would you have to have? Okay, now, before we even talk about that, let me give you the exact steps you got to do, the exact things you have to do for you to build not just a 10K, 15K, 20, but a long-term business. I am not a one-night stand kind of guy. I want people who want to build businesses long-term. I'm not going to stand here and tell you I'm going to help you to make $10,000 in a week, because that will be a lie. Okay, but I'm here to tell you that it is possible, and if you do what you have to do, you could make that consistent for the rest of your life. Why? With what we implement here today. So this is the system. Yesterday I shared with you the inputs. Okay, now I'm going to take it from just giving you the theory of the inputs, but exactly what you have to do. Now, from the inputs point of view, do you guys remember what they were? We had Facebook, we had Instagram, we had LinkedIn, and we had YouTube. Okay, and then there's also TikTok at the moment. Okay, now these are tools. There are people who make money on social media. There are people who lose money on social media. Which one are you going to be? I'm assuming that by the fact you're here, you're going to be the kind of person who actually wants to use social media to make you some money. All right. Let me just check what we got. We got 13. Okay. So you go on these and you post information. You give people value, and you do certain things in terms of information you put out that are designed to do certain things for you. Now, I also had people on here yesterday who said, hey, coach, supposing my clients are not on social media, guess what? I got you sorted. Did you guys know that I was a high performance consultant for over 10 years, working with some of the best companies on the planet? So I know when you have to talk to HR, okay? I know when you have to talk to the finance guys and present to them. I know when you have to go to USAID and present to them your proposal, and then they tell you, oh, we have 6 others that we're looking at. I know that stuff, okay? So anyway, if you're not doing that, then you might be going for what we call meetings at the moment, okay? Now, in these 2 things, what are you going to do, okay? You are going to, number 1, make a preposition of your value. Number 2, whatever you're doing here must nurture these people here and all these ones. Okay, nurturing means what? Creating a relationship, showing them what you can do for them, being able to show them that, hey, I am your person, I am a strategic partner, I can help you. Okay, that means that whatever you're doing here must also help you to transition into the cell via something called persuasion on the inside. What do I mean? Because of the information you're putting out, because of how you're putting it out and following what I said to you, it won't just be that you're putting out your selfies. Listen, did you know that your clients don't actually care about where you went to school, what your selfies look like, what cut you have, all the stuff? They don't. All they want is, when they come to you, is, do they get a solution? Do you show yourself as somebody who can help them out? And that is why I say to you that when you either go for the meetings and or you're posting information on the social medias up there, how do you do it? Or what do you need to do specifically? Here we go. I got you sorted. That information must allow you to create something called what? Authority. How? You give great information. You show that you understand your subject. You answer people's questions, because people are always asking questions on social media. Okay. Number two, what does it do? Okay. It positions you as a what? As an expert. Most importantly, people will buy from people they what? You got it. From people they trust. Okay. And ultimately, you must be giving people what? Value. Let me just talk about this for a second. There is a law. I don't know if you haven't read the book, you must go read it. Okay. Persuasion by Cialdini. One of the greatest subtle ways of getting people to do things for you is reciprocation. If you give people so much value, it is inevitable they have to reciprocate when it comes to you giving them an offer. That is why from today onwards, do not go to social media to post your birthday and where you partied, and forget about that. It doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't make you money. It doesn't position you and or give you trust. What you need to do is ask yourself, how can I serve my niche? How can I give them information? By the way, I will also tell you right now, give your best information. Give your niche their best information, because you'll be surprised. You might say, oh my God, coach, supposing I give all my great information, then what will they buy? Hey, people don't buy the information. People buy the experience of working with you. All right. So doing this here gives you this. This makes it easy to transition into what? Into the cell. However, you might be asking, yeah, coach, but what exactly or how exactly must you structure the information? How is it based? I got you. I got you. Your content must be symptom-based. What do I mean? Everything you put out from today onwards must be related to the symptoms that your niche is experiencing. If you are in the leadership realm, you must be putting out what symptom problems do the leaders have out there in the world. So your content is based on that. How do you find that content? Go and look at what they're talking about. Go to the groups, look at what questions they're asking. No more putting out stuff. You might be saying, oh my God, how do I find this? Guess what? That's what we got for you tomorrow. That is the entire video tomorrow. All I'm doing is helping you to come up with content. But I'm saying to you right now, all the content you put out must be related to solving a problem, so that you can what? Position as an authority in that lane. Okay. So number two, your kind of stuff that you put out here must be what? Real. You must give an opinion. You must be able to stand and say, okay, guys, for example, in this industry, there's a lot of BS. You guys know that. There's a lot of guys promising you, hey, we'll get you 20 clients in a month. Really? Now, is it possible? Absolutely. But if you don't have a great niche, you don't have a blue ocean niche, you don't have a great product, you don't have a great offer, even if I got you 20 clients, it wouldn't make a sense. I would rather you get a great niche, you build a great offer, which is related to symptoms and solving a problem. Then if I got you the 20 clients, it would make sense. But I'm not going to come and start telling you all this magical stuff, because I know it is a whole lot of BS. Most important, it is misleading a lot of people. Now, what am I giving you? I'm giving you my opinion, and I'm being real, and that is me, period. If somebody comes to me and says, coach, I must have clients next week, I'm going to say to you, Yes, we might, but I can't guarantee it. Do you have an offer? Are you authentic? Do you know who you're serving? Do you know what solution you're giving? If you don't have those, then don't come asking me for clients. Now, again, what am I doing? I am giving you my opinion simply because I know that there are certain people you will repel, there are certain people you will attract. Right there. Next, you must show your expertise when you put stuff out there. Why? Your expertise will help to what? To nurture people and create a relationship. It will also take, there people have inherent objections to things. And what you want to do is be able to have those dealt with before. By doing what? Showing that you're an expert. Okay? By doing what? By being direct. Okay? Next, you must only speak to your blue ocean. Why? There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of noise. There's so many coaches and consultants. What's going to make you different? Number one, you're not going to call yourself a coach anymore. You're going to say, I am an expert at something. Why? Everybody's a coach now. Okay. Number two, the blue ocean means there's no competition. You must find a way to position yourself where you are way above what everybody else is saying. Most importantly, if there's no competition, it is easier to serve. Okay. And then ultimately, your content here must be strategic. What does that mean? You take a person from a stranger all the way to a friend by taking them through nurturing and dealing with their symptoms and being an opinionated, real, authentic kind of guy. Okay. Now, from there, you're asking, so coach, I've done all that. What is the next part? It is what we call the strategic call. All right. Why? They have heard from you. They trust you now. You tell them, hey, by the way, do you want to go deeper? They say yes. You get them on a strategic call. Now, those of you who are still dealing with the traditional industry, I got you covered. This also gets you into the what? The meeting. Okay. Why? Because they have gone and seen your LinkedIn, they have seen your YouTube, you have sent them emails, they're on your email list, they're seeing that you know your stuff, you're an expert, you have an opinion, you have some results. Therefore, when you call for the meeting or when you write a letter, it is easy. Why? You have already positioned yourself as an authority, there's some trust and you're giving them value. Do you guys see how this is working? I hope you do. Now, when you get into the strategic call, what is this designed to do? If you follow the process, okay, of future pacing, where this is what differentiates you from other coaches, consultants, okay? When people do a call, and I got this about 7 years ago, I used to go in and just make a sale. And sometimes I would get it. And sometimes I wouldn't. And then I realized that the only time I didn't get it is because I missed a crucial part of the sales process. And by the way, I am introverted. I don't like sales. I want to put that out there, right there. But guess what? If I'm going to be in business, I had to learn this stuff. All right. So guess what? I realized that every time I make a sale, if I don't do what is called future pacing, by positioning myself as somebody who's going to be there for them in the future as a strategic partner, by showing them what the future looks like, I'm telling you, there are certain companies that go in and present, and I would tell them literally, guys, you are going to have $50 million extra in your bank. And you could see the CEO's mind going, what? 50? What? And immediately after I said it, all of a sudden, guess what? It's like, I like that. Why? I was future pacing it so that they could see that I'm not here short term, I'm here long term, but they could relate to what they want. That is what you do in a great strategic call or in a meeting. Never go for a meeting and just say, this is what I'm going to do. No, you future pace. What does the future look like? What does the future value look like? All right. Next, you must give more value in the meeting. It's not just a sales meeting. Strategic call is about giving value, showing that you're there to serve, showing that you're there to serve. Okay. Next, you must deal with these things called objections. Now, if you have done a great job here, by doing this properly and doing this properly, these become a no issue because you've dealt with them. That is the beauty of the system, guys. If you're dealing with the objections before they get your strategic call, when they call, it's just a case of, when can I pay? How can I pay? There's no objections anymore. Why? You have strategically got your input done properly, guys. Is this making sense? I don't know. Sometimes I get carried away when I'm talking about something interesting. Can you guys tell me, is this making sense? Can I see some in the chat? Let's get some stuff in the chat. Tell me, is this making sense? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I just want to know that I'm not enjoying myself alone. What else? What else? Who else is there? Okay, good. Any questions, you can post them. Okay, now we have gotten them there. We have a strategic call. We have dealt with future paced. We've given them value. We have dealt with objections. This then leads into what? I said to you when we were starting, show me the money. Now, amateurs and or people who haven't actually gone deeper in understanding the business and or the industry will not appreciate the fact that your first sale, this is where you make the initial money. Okay, you make a sale, you get paid. This is just the beginning. The most money you'll ever make from your clients is not the first sale. It is what happens thereafter. The second thing you must understand from here is you get what we call a testimonial. Nothing sells as well as community perception. The testimonial will buy you more clients, will get you more stuff. Now, on top of the testimonial, what you must understand going forward is this will get you to the next level. Why? After somebody buys, after you serve them, they have gotten to a certain level. They are going to want to go to another level. They're going to want to get better. And this is what T. Harv Eker says. T. Harv Eker says, help your clients by creating products for them and yourself so that both of you make money until you're all rich. That means that there is always a next level. So for whatever product you have right now, there will be a next level. And for me, that would be the mastermind. Okay? And this then becomes a 3-figure investment. This is where we're taking it to another level. This is why I say the system is designed to consistently give you more, to consistently make you richer. But you got to get this sorted out first. You must understand the back end to know how this is going to work. The first sale is not as important as the testimonial. Most importantly, this is just a foundation for the next part. Now, if you're good at what you do and you help all your clients to go to the next level, they're going to want another level. This is where you're going to take them away on a beach for 7 days and you just discuss strategy. But because they're making quite a lot of money, you can afford to go to beautiful places and call other experts to make things happen for you guys. Is that making sense? Hey, I don't know about you guys. Are you guys having fun? Talk to me. I like to interrupt. I like to know what's going on. Is it making sense? Evelyn. Okay, next. Now, guess what? That is the entire system of how do we make the money. Okay, by positioning ourselves, by nurturing, by getting people on a strategic call, by getting them to pay. If you follow the system and you future pace and you give them value, you've dealt with objections, they're going to pay you, and bingo. You already have an opportunity. By the way, for them to get to the mastermind, this could be, the difference between these two could be maybe 3, 6, 9 months, even 3, 4, 5 years. But guess what? If in 5 years' time, somebody comes to you and is paying you $10,000, it is still worth it. It is a 5-year investment for $10,000. So that is still good. Now, how do you actually win in this business? I want to share that with you guys as we come to a close here. Because I want you guys to understand that this is one of the greatest opportunities right now in the world for you to not just be able to build a business, but to be able to live your life on your terms. Okay. Now, sometimes when I say that, guys are like, yeah, but guys, how do you win in this business? Or when you win, what does it feel and or look like? I'll tell you. First of all, the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. That is such a crucial part to this, okay? Your ability to be able to be your own boss and have to work with the people that you love to work with as you make a difference to the world. Now, I don't know about you, but that is an amazing place to be, all right? So how do you win? How do you actually take this to the next level, okay? Number one, I'm going to tell you, you must master. You must go deeper. Don't do shallow stuff. Don't do cheap stuff, okay? You must go deeper in whatever you decide to do. When people in your niche are talking about surface stuff, you go deeper. If people are shooting a 10-minute video, you shoot a 12-minute video that is deeper than anybody else. You do more research than anybody else. You got to go deeper so that you can have mastery. Why? Mastery then allows you to charge. Mastery then allows you to be able to, when you speak with authority. Mastery allows you to have the confidence to stand there and somebody asks you, what is your service going to cost? And you say $10,000 and you don't flinch. Why? Because you know the depth of what you do. That is the beauty of what I'm saying to you, what you can do when you get this going, okay? Number two, how do you win? Okay, number one, I sat here because this is important. This year, you must say, how do I go deeper? How do I go better? It's not just about the courses. It's not just about everything. No, how do you go deeper, okay? So first things are, how do you win? Number one, get your foundations right. What does that mean? Get the blue ocean, okay? Get your niche sorted out, okay? And your offer. Those are foundational things, okay? Get that sorted out. Who is your niche? Okay? Is it a blue ocean niche? Do you have a great offer for them? Do you solve a burning problem for them? Are you the best at it? And can you do it in the quickest, shortest? Those are just foundations. That is how you win, okay? Number two, how else do you win? Systemize. That is what I've been telling you about all this time. Now, how do you systemize this? Did you guys know that all this part here can be done by a VA? All you got to do is shoot the content, give it to this person, and they will sort out your entire social media by posting, by dealing with people. You know why we call it a system? If you do what I'm telling you to do and you systemize it, you just got to wake up and every day you find that there are strategic calls on your calendar. Why? You have done what you needed to do. There's a VA who posts your stuff for you. And because of this process and this, guess what? You have people calling and getting into the strategic calendar and wanting your service. You're not there. You're not even working. By the way, you can have, I've got a team and, we're in different time zones. That means my business doesn't stop. And that is the beauty of it. You can automate it easily. Systemize. It becomes easy if it is a system. You just hand the system over. Next, if you want to win and how it feels like to win, you must master the attraction and conversion. This stuff here, attraction and conversion. That's how you win, guys. How do you attract? By putting out the right information. How do you convert? By making sure that the strategic call is going through the future pace, the value, and dealing with the objections. That's how you win. That's how you're going to win. That's how I want you to win. That's how you deserve to win. All right. Next, if you want to win, you must, ladies and gentlemen, play the long-term game. Every client, whoever comes through to you, look at them as a $1 million client. Let me explain. I've got a client, he's called Mr. Imran Barry. I met him 7 years ago. He has made me so much money. It is unbelievable. Because he was a guy who was in charge of Total Uganda, then he went to Total Cameroon, then he went to Total Nigeria. Now he's in charge of Africa. Now he's also doing business in Asia. And all the times, because I delivered an amazing service at the beginning, he has given me contracts all the way through, because not only did I do this stuff, but I did something very, very important. And this is where it comes home. That's right. Excellence. If I'm looking at you as a $1 million client, I have to deliver with excellence. And if I deliver with excellence, then inevitably, not only will we do this, but you don't know what else to do. Imran has given me business and told other people about me and all his predecessors. Now he's in charge of all these big boys, and all of them are calling me for advice on high performance. Because of excellence, because of the long-term game, because I go deeper, because you too can go deeper. Now, I don't know about you, but hey, does this make sense? Because if it does, guess what? It can only get better, okay? I have really, really enjoyed sharing this stuff with you, this information with you. And if you're out there and you'd want to go deeper and you'd want to get, again, mastery and say, how do you get all this into your system? Guess what? I want you to look out for an email, which I'm going to send you very, very quickly, okay? Because what I've done is I have gone, and the reason that this whole series is happening is because I am redoing the original course and I'm turning it into a mentoring program, okay? And this mentoring program is going to be open sometime next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure when, where we are going to go deeper, helping you not only to be able to win, not only to be able to create this stuff, but to be able to master step by step how you too can build your business long term, okay? And as usual, okay, it is not just about a business, it is the audacity, okay? Okay, the original course was called Consultants with Audacity. The new Audacity is all about a few things. Number one, for you to have the confidence that whatever you're building is going to be long term. That is crucial. That is important, okay? What is it going to be about? It's going to be about not just excellence, okay, but it's also going to be about providing fast results. It is going to have the best bonuses that I have ever given on this planet. As you might tell, I love to teach. Everything that I've ever taught, including how to help you public speak, everything that would make you successful. But most importantly, I am only going to be offering it for next week, after which the price will go to the new price. Because what? I know that what I'm delivering is going to deliver some amazing results. I know that. But there are certain people who have been with me for a long time. I want to give them an opportunity. Okay, and this will go away next. After this launch, it is going to go back to $5,000. The price is going to go up because what? I know what it delivers. Now, tell me, has this been useful to you? Okay, how are you going to utilize this stuff? In fact, right now in the comments, okay, I want you to go to the comments and tell me something. Was this useful to you? Which part was useful? What are you going to implement? Most importantly, what are those light bulb moments? Okay, and as you do that, as you share that with me, I'm going to ask Hassan to play with for you a small video of what other people are saying about this. Okay, as simple as that. And remember, tomorrow all I'm going to teach you tomorrow is how to actually come up with the right content. Okay, and you know how I roll. Okay, we're going to go deep. I'll give you the exact schedule that you gotta have for you to be able to win in this business. Okay, so that will be the final video for that. Please watch it out. Same time tomorrow. We'll do what we have to do as usual. But in the meantime, as Balix comes on, I want you to tell me in the chat box what questions or how are you implementing this in your life right now. I'm back here tomorrow, same time, and we're going to be breaking this down, going much deeper. As I always say, who knows what it is? Who knows in the chat box? Who knows what it is? What is that one right there? Where does all this center? It's a choice. It has nothing to do with where you were born. It has nothing to do with who cast you, what demons you were born with, where you come from. None of that stuff matters. What matters is you make a choice that you're going to change it. You make a choice that you're going to put in the work. You make a choice that you're going to pay the price. You make a choice that you're going to go deeper in terms of mastery. And I can tell you, when you go deeper and have the love of serving your clients, I can assure you the world has a way of rewarding that. Okay, so until tomorrow, please look out for that email. I'm going to be dropping some great bombs. What I need tomorrow, we give you a little bit more. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, it is always a pleasure. It is always an honor. I'll catch you tomorrow, same time, and let's do this. Thank you.